mostly because he was mean, he was aggressive, he was loud, and I just felt scared. I had my oldest daughter that he was abusing, um, then me, and then my baby Hannah, and then my littlest came along. So it wasn't really something that I could identify for a long, long time. On top of that, there was just this mental fatigue from having two kids, and he would say stupid stuff like if I need help from him, then I shouldn't have had children. That makes me a bad mother. Needing help.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand how hurtful that is.
Sorry ass nigga.
Yeah, so it took such a long time for me to realize all of the things that were wrong, or that that what he was telling me was wrong at all, because I had so many people telling me you work marriages out. I was having so many people telling me,
You don't gotta explain to us, girl. We all done dealt with these abusive, sorry ass niggas. We know
yeah,
how it go.
and so
They get in your mind.
exactly. It took me so long to like see my way out of the fact that none of this was okay. So I can't even, it would probably take me so long to even understand what point I started. I
Connecting
don't even know
things.
what financial abuse was.
Mhm.
And so it took me a long time to even tell my mom and my best friend what was happening, let alone anybody else, like the truth. I couldn't even be honest with myself. I think around 2020 was when I was sort of, I don't know, because I
During
finally
the
had this job that
COVID, you guys spent more time in the house together. Is that kind of what was the breaking point?
yeah, because 2019, 2020, I had this job that I really loved. I started working for California Closets. And it's really retrospective where I see where the cracks were more than anything. Um, I I was doing really well at that job. And he was very jealous. He was making like $500 a week, and was not trying to do better. He had all these excuses why it was okay. This guy he was working for treated him like he treated us. And then he came home and treated us the same way.
Hmm.
And not even seeing it, not caring that it was happening. But then, so here I am in Washington, D.C., measuring for a laundry room and closets like this. He's blowing up my phone to tell me he cut his thumb. My phone is just buzzing
Wow.
and
Giving
buzzing and
you in,
buzzing.
baby.
Exactly. Ringing off the hook.
Exactly, nigga. So what? Go to the motherfucking Walgreens and get a goddamn Band-Aid, nigga.
Right, right. So I get back in my car. I know it's him because who else would call me like that? And he tells me, and so I get all the way across town, clear past where we lived. Couldn't be farther from where I was at my client's house, just for it to be all wrapped up and say, no, I think I'm going to stay here and finish working. Never would have done the same for me if I had been hit by a car. So it's this sort of stuff that he kept doing. When we were when I was selling that house in Virginia and we were moving to Florida, one of the times I went back to the old house to take care of business, the movers and all that sort of stuff. One of the little trays I had in the nightstand that had my keychain, house keys, all that sort, keys to the showroom, it was under the bed. I had this set of keys made. He put it under the bed. There's no reason it would have been moved. It was specifically in my nightstand drawer. He had been taking my stuff, throwing it away, hiding it, all that sort of thing. There was this whole, unfortunate thing that happened where I was supposed to work in the showroom for California Closets over the weekend, and I couldn't find my keys. And then I had an extra copy made and couldn't find that. It was him. He was doing it. So stuff like that was going on. And
was he on C-Rack? Cause I used to live, me and my ex-girlfriend used to live with a C-Rat head, and she used to do that type of shit, hiding the keys and shit. Was he on C-Rat?
I don't know.
See?
Yeah.
All right. So there was another incident. This was so long ago, so I'm kind of, it's coming back to me a little bit, that he got a house and using your social security number.
I suspect that he used my credentials, my income at the time, and yeah, because he put a hard hit on my credit.
Credit,
Right
that's what
before
it was.
Yeah, right before we went separate ways, and then he also got my place. And I also suspect he was falsifying documents because he hasn't. I mean, he has no proof of anything. He's been working on the table for years.
And I believe, you can correct me if I'm wrong, he moved a young lady in that he bought the Tesla for. Is that?
No, he actually had to go a different route than that because I, blew that plan out of the water. But he had a whole bunch of other people living with him and my kids. He does not have custody of my kids because one, we're not divorced. Two, he just made that decision out of just brute force and jealousy, anger, and
Call the police.
if I could, I would. But he has he's lied, manipulated the legal system so much, it's not working. And right now, well, there's some stuff in the works right now, but
Well, back hell.
I am. I'm.
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Admit that
He
online.
he
Trina.
accused he accused me.
Shit.
He
Nigga,
accused
you
me
ain't
of
about to play with
assaulting.
me and my kids. I'm gonna kidnap them back, bitch.
Well, I would have, but he accused me of assaulting him, so that the police would come arrest me, so he could take my babies, because he's a little. That's all he is, and he's a scared cat. He would have never done that to my face. I promise you that. Thank you guys. So yeah, but he's a criminal on so many different stages. It's about to go down. I promise you that.
Okay. And there's another thing going around that he had lied about the education that he receives. He says he had multiple, I believe, degrees or masters.
I tapped into a live somebody texted me about, and they read off a list. I can't even tell you, but it was in the teens, and I was like, you got to be kidding me. They were like gender studies. I was like, yeah, right. After all the F-bombs he's dropped, they said he had a PhD in theology. I was like, no, don't be taking credit for my dad's ministry. I had to tell him to keep my father's name out his MFing mouth before Will Smith ever said that, and my grandmother's name too, because he got real disrespectful. They said biology. I said he just started making that up right before we split up. Which leads me to the first degree he ever said he had. And I promise you, he does not have that degree either. And I keep wanting to challenge him to tell me where he said he got that degree that he told me about when we first started seeing each other. Because I promise he would never admit.
Blaze, is somebody named Queen trying to come up here? I guess she got some type of info or whoever.
I don't see anybody in the box. Put your request in.
Okay.
So I believe they say he was saying he has 5 different degrees. Does he have, how many does he have? I know he has at least one, right?
According to my calculations, he doesn't even have a high school diploma.
Are you shitting me? Wow. Hey, hello, Miss Queen. I'm sorry, I just seen you in the box. Did you want to come up and add to the conversation? Or
If
you
it's
have
okay with
questions?
Luna, I don't want to. Okay. So he has 0 degrees. He dropped out of high school. We can't find anything past the 11th grade. He was doing some, I guess, shady things, I guess you would say. I don't really want to go into in depth about it, but he changed his name when he was 27 because there was a bankruptcy. There was other things that he was doing that was not above board. And you got married to him after he turned 27, right? So She probably didn't know about the name change originally. Did you? Or right?
It was right after he changed his name, and of course he had a simple excuse for it.
About not being able to get a job because he had an ethnic name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. And there's a lot of different fundraisers that he's taken money from. A community garden that apparently was
Oh yeah,
25
I forgot about that one.
25 grand was raised.
Yeah.
I have all the information on the community garden. I made a video about it. It's not his garden. It's basically a project for a school. Okay. The school even posted a video about the friggin' garden that he claimed to be his own, that he took pictures at, that he said he did last year, but he doesn't have pictures of him being there doing anything until March of this year. Right? Yes, Mr. Jones X. Also, at one point he had called me and he was like, "Oh, do you see anything different?" I was like, "No, I don't." He was like, "My teeth, I just got them done." I was like, "Okay." He was like, "Yeah, 15 grand because I got it like that. Do you want teeth?" And I was like, "I'm sorry, you spent 15 what on fucking teeth?
Oh,
Are you
gotta get with
crazy?
you.
Teeth?
On teeth? Are you insane?"
Hold on, Queen. Wait a minute. We in the Hellcat and we just bent the corner. Are you telling me that he was trying to get with you?
Oh yeah, many times he's like, "Oh, you should move down to Florida. You won't have to work. It could be me, you, and the girls, and I'll take care of everything."
Oh.
You
When
think
was this? What
I'm-
year was this? Is this recent or?
Yes, this was this year, 2 months ago, when he claimed he broke up. This happened last year. He offered it, and then this year again. So 2 months ago, when he claimed he broke up with the lady that he was most recently with, he was like, "Yeah, we're done. Yeah, right, her. He was like, "Oh yeah, we're done. You should move to Florida. You could come down here for a visit, or I could come up there for a visit." And I was like, "No, what? Like, you think I'm going to give away my autonomy for a man that I don't really know anything about?" I met him one time because I went down to Florida to visit someone else, and he was close by, so I was like,
Come
"That's
from
a cool-"
well-off families. What the hell you mean? Hey, look here, nigga. Send me that damn money.
What? No, I didn't. No. Well, his current girlfriend, I guess, or ex, whatever she is, she's in a situation now because she uprooted herself to go be with that man, and now apparently doesn't want to be with that man. I can't speak too much on it.
So he showed her his true colors too, even though she thought she got her.
I have my opinions, and I don't think that she. Never mind.
Are you thinking DV along the lines of?
No. I just don't think I think that she is complicit in some way, in my opinion. This is only my
Yeah, that's your opinion, girl. Say your opinion.
right. And as far as her being the one to like allegedly keep the kids away from Luna is crazy work. Follow them around the house when Luna's tried to talk to her children is insane. Like, I don't know. So that gives me pause to think that she's not complicit in some type of way. I have no proof, but I have, like, my friend and I did a deep dive on him. We have an entire dossier on this man from the time he was born to like when his parents got married to when his father left to the ages of them when that happened to the amount of siblings he has to the amount of bankruptcies to the amount of DV charges on
Well,
him.
damn, you need to help sister girl get the motherfucking kids back.
So they did
Well,
say his own family came out and spoke up against what he was doing on the app and
One of his sisters.
Can
But
somebody
she-
speak to that? I would like to hear what the sister or somebody had to say. His
Which
family.
sister is that? Not Latoya. What is her name? There's Latoya.
Alex.
Alexandra, right? Alex. Alex came out, his sister, that is the second youngest, I think she is. And she said that he's lying about everything, basically. So she corroborated everything that people have been saying, especially Luna, about this man and about like he took her father's last name.
Yeah.
So Jones is not his birth last name. He had his father's last name and everything like that, but he changed it when he got into like the bankruptcies and other legal troubles that he had. He changed his last name, and that's when he told other people like Luna that he did it because his name was too ethnic, because it was
So
Litia.
can I ask why his sister did that? I mean, did he Do they have some type of issues with each other or
Now
something?
let me just say this. She and I were not pals, so this has nothing to do with she and I getting together, and it's completely independent, which is my favorite part of all this.
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh, he did not give me any money. I wouldn't take any money from a man that I don't know anything about. Absolutely not, because I don't want to be indebted to anybody. I can work for my money.
What?
I left my Trumper husband where I was comfortable. He was paying every single friggin' bill because I wanted my peace, and my peace was worth me struggling a little bit if necessary
Oh, wait a
to get the
minute.
hell away from that shit.
And my kids asked me to leave too.
Um,
Much smaller.
you said so. Was your husband a white man?
Yes, he was.
Mm.
So I have a
Listen, I grew up in a white neighborhood. I'm from another.
Are you white?
No.
Oh, so all right. Wait, let me just be quiet.
No, you can. I don't. It is what it is. It's my reality, and it's fine.
So
What can I? You know.
can I ask you a question, Miss Queen? What made you research him and pretty much put this whole dossier together? What intrigued you about this story to come out with it?
Okay, so when I first got on TikTok, I encountered him, and I was looking for him because I stopped following him. Like, I got taken off his follower list or whatever, so I was trying to find him again. And I saw Luna's video. This was 5 years ago, right? And he was gaslighting the shit out of her. It was her recording him, and it was just a video of gaslighting for 5 minutes almost, right? And I was like, okay, what the hell? And then I approached him about it, and he was like, oh, she's crazy. She has mental health issues, and she abused my kids. And then he sent me all these pictures of like bruises and dirty clothes and da 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 da. And I let that go, whatever. But then more recently, there were things that wasn't adding up. Like, I started hearing more and more degrees. Then I heard about the An F America tour. And actually before that, sometime last year, there was something that he said to me that I knew for a fact was a lie. I don't recall what it was, because he's just told me so many lies, and just he tries to spin like all the time. That's all he does. He talks really fast when he feels like he's confident about something, and when he's lying and he has to like lie on the fly, that's when he is not as eloquent with his words. And that's how I knew that something was going on. So I was like, you know what? We really need to look into this. So we checked with his name, and for some reason, Patrick Jones wasn't coming up for Virginia. So Patrick Mumeka came up. Okay, fine.
Say his name. I don't want to give out his real name. I'm so sorry, y'all.
Oh, okay, sure. It's public record. It's nothing that you could do a Google search and it's going to come up. But whatever. So his name came up, and I was like, okay, this is odd. And then we looked into his schooling, and it was like he's never graduated, because he told me he went to college at 16, and that he got his first degree at 19. He got a master's at like 21 or something, and a PhD by the time he was 24. He said he was a pharmacist. He said he had a degree in biology, a degree in business, a PhD in theology, that he was one of the foremost speakers on diversity, equity, inclusion. What other degrees did he say he had? Sociology degree. Did I say that one? It was like six. It's like a list of 16. Well, you want to know what? It's not that he told them at different times. So when you have so much going on in your head, you're not putting the pieces together, because he spreads it out in a certain amount of times. And when he's had other like issues where he had to come back to TikTok and rebrand himself, like last year, he claims to be poly. So he was dealing with multiple women, and it got really messy. And he went off of TikTok. He blocked all of those women. One of them, he blocked all those women. He blocked a lot of people. He redid his mods. He came back like 3 months later with a rebrand. And apparently he had been doing that for quite some time. He got his account and his following because a white female content creator gave him the account that he had. So everything was based on a lie, but nobody knew this, because how would you know unless either that creator told somebody or he told you that that was not his platform. So
This is a lot of information.
Yeah, his ego
yeah.
is down to catch up with him.
I mean,
he did not believe.
he's always talking about how much he has, but he's living in Airbnb. You know what I mean? He's like, oh yeah, I just bought this new place, or I just got this new place. Like when he picked me up in a BMW, and I was like, okay, whatever. Not thinking anything of it because not my business. I'm not trying to be with him like that. And I made that very clear, right? And then the straw that broke the camel's back for me that made me like really go hard and make videos about it was last week or a week and a half ago, he sent me a screenshot of one of our text messages randomly after we hadn't spoken in like 2
Hold
weeks.
on 1 second, Queen. Hold on,
Yes.
because the speed is very high. You said you came across her video 5 years ago, and you continue to keep dealing with him.
Not like talking to him, but casually like encountering him on TikTok.
But he
and
was
TikTok Live.
pursuing you, and you knew he liked you. And you
No, not back then. No, that wasn't until like way
But
later.
when he started doing that, you already knew her story. So when did you decide to
I
start
didn't
believing
know her story. I
that?
only knew that one video that I saw, and he told me that she was crazy and that she had mental health issues and that she was abusing their children.
Correct. Oh,
So
so
I
you
had to-
believed him when he answered, but you said you watched the 5-minute gaslighting video?
Yeah, but I was like, I don't know what's going on between the two. And he like spun a whole story to me as to why that happened. Because in the video, he was like, oh, he was telling her that he couldn't work because he's a creative and whatever the case may be, and that he stays home with the kids. And I was just like, okay, I don't really want to I don't know her. I don't know him that well, but I know of him more than I do of her. And this is what he's telling me. And I was like, okay, fine. And I had forgotten about it after a while because I was off and off of TikTok for a while because I got accounts getting deleted and shit like that. But then more recently, I say it was 6 months into last year, I started getting information little by little because I knew he has sycophants that follow him. So I knew if I just came with one thing that it wouldn't be enough and they would just harass me. And I didn't have time for that. So I had to have everything in one basket. I had to have all the information and it had to be foolproof. It had to be 100% facts that I was bringing that he could not dispute. That's why he's not on this app. That's why he's not going to come to this. I could text him right now. He's not going to come to this live. He's not going to come to anyone's live because he's going to have to account for what he's told everyone, how he's lied to everyone, how he's taken money from people that are on fixed incomes, people that are elderly, people that are disabled. It's despicable. Like, I was just like, this is insane. And he would tell like everyone a different piece of a story. So he would make up different versions of a story for different people. And then he never anticipated people to compare notes. So we started comparing notes and we're like, wait a minute, there was a Palestine live that he played someone over using another big white creator. There was a live for Juneteenth. There were fundraising. He had a goal of like $550 every day that he needed to hit he would push this goal. And I was like, that's a lot of money. That's what, $2,500 a week? If he was getting that every day for 3 years or something like that, 2-3 years or something like that, like where the hell is that money? Why are you in an Airbnb? Why are you like, what is happening here?
Again, if he's been pulling in all his money off of fake fake fundraising, he hasn't been arrested. Nobody's ever,
Well,
Just-
I mean, no, because we just started figuring this stuff out, and I don't. There's no like receipts, if you will, for people have to like give us information on what they gave. And then he has a not-for-profit organization, which he told people was a non-profit organization, which in the state of Florida, those are two different things. A non-profit, you have to like help the cause that you say that you are for. And a not-for-profit is to benefit the board members of that organization and not necessarily other people. And that's how that was like the turn of phrase that he used to like trick people into that, which he just created like in June of last year. And in September of last year, he has this other organization. He said he's been published in this and that. And I remembered that. So I looked up one of the articles. It's fake. It's pay for play. So he paid someone to write an article about him. to write articles about him. And he said, "Oh, I didn't know that they were fake." This is what he told me. He was like, how would I know? I had a publicist, and my publicist said that somebody wanted to interview me. Like, be fucking for real.
Wow.
I just want to say this because I see a lot of people in the comments. The reason why this man was able to do so much is because he had so many women behind him saying that this lady was a liar.
Exactly.
It was extremely easy, and it was extremely easy until everybody got scammed. Then everybody wanted to believe her. And then he'll come back as somebody new, or he'll come back with a different thing, and then new people on the app, so they'll just believe what he's saying because he'll just say stuff. And he did have some. He was just really easy to confuse people because he had so many women going against the other women, like he would just put women against each other, and it was working. And it's exactly what y'all doing now in the comments. Like, y'all questioning these things, but I'm telling y'all that you can literally just go look him up. It's all of the stuff.
Oh, I
right
know
there
about him.
now.
So I know about him.
Yeah, I know you know. I'm just talking about
Sounds like he
I
was
just see a
flashing a
lot
lot
of
of
them, but it
money
was
towards
very
these
easy
women.
because so many women were so much. They were calling her bitter. They were calling her crazy and all of this. He was posting pictures. He was doing so much, and it was so easy to fool y'all. Which is why it was so easy for him to then go and abuse so many other women, because y'all, instead of y'all listening, y'all decided to ask idiotic questions like, with something missing. Nothing is missing, my love. It's right there. Okay? This lady isn't lying. Y'all already said that she was a liar. And then until a men got scammed, that's when everybody wanted to believe her. Then he held all of these lives talking about how he scammed them and he had all of these big, great plans. And he was moving forward with the plan, so it looked like. And then it went nowhere. It all dropped. The ball dropped. So just listen to the story and just pay attention. Okay, it's just gonna be the fact of, if you run across this man now, just stay far away. That's it.
So I know he's cool with a lot of creators on this app. I'm not going to name drop, but why have none of these other creators spoken up or spoken out about any of this? Are they?
did at
It
the
makes me
end.
feel
Are you
like
talking
they
about
are.
the white ones, the black ones, the men, the women? Who are we?
Yeah, I don't know. He's a bully, but if people would at least come forward enough, I plan on filing multiple things, and he can go to jail.
I mean, he's currently a fugitive in the state of Virginia.
Yeah, and there's more things that can be filed in Virginia. I plan to travel at some point, and there are things that can be filed here in this state. Again, more numbers that want to pile on, especially that pertain to things that happen in the state. Feds can, there's lots of things, but, if people don't come forward and say these things happened with black and white hard evidence, then it's hard. But he can't bully without a network. And that's all he ever had. It's smoke and mirrors. Because all he does all day and all night is just, pull, his special effects around. Just employ people and make promises that he really doesn't intend to keep. If he can get away from it, if he doesn't have to be involved in fulfilling the promise, if he can catch another, if he can pull off the next swindle and pocket the promise, get away with it, that's how he keeps the money. Like, get a discount rate at something else, and he'll pass that off as the promise and keep it moving. But yeah, if people come forward and say, yeah, I want to come forward and say these things happened to me. Here's the proof. Here's the evidence. Then it can be turned along in with the other things that need to be honestly brought forward, so these things do not happen to other people, and the children who are affected currently right now and who never wanted to be in the situation don't have to spend any more time in the situation.
All right, and let me be specific with my question, because I see y'all down in the comment section. I'm not talking about messy TikTok creators. I'm talking about the creators that because again, a lot of these fundraisers that he more likely did, he didn't do by himself. I know he's collaborated with a lot of other creators on the other side of TikTok that we're not a part of. I had my run-ins with Mr. Jones X when I used to try to give Luna a platform to tell her story. And I'm just wondering why none of these people ever spoke out. It makes me feel like they were in on it with him. Because that's a lot of money.
If you're
It is
talking
fun.
about the white creators,
I'm talking about both. I'm not
okay.
just talking about
Well,
any
I don't know about the
specific
black
race.
creators, but the white creators, I know of a couple of them where he told them one story, and then he told the black creators that he was like teaming up with together to do the joint fundraisers, other stories. So I don't think that I have like I have proof. I have text messages, text exchanges between the two parties where he's telling one story to one party and another story to another party. It was wicked work. Like he.
And again, if y'all have some questions or concerns about anything that's being said up here, if you want to speak up for Mr. Jones, y'all are also welcome. Mr. Jones is also welcome to come in here and give his own story. I'm not trying to be unfair. I'm trying to make sure everybody gets their side heard. Because
No, I think Blaze and I both know that there are creators that absolutely knew what was happening as it was happening and have said nothing still.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
yeah, but I don't want to put that on them. But
That's why
I will suspect that they do have a lot of them do have a lot to do with what's going on. They knew exactly what's kind of going on. But
I know. I haven't said anything.
I know Luna has been dealing with this since I've known her with Mr. Jones, and the kind of things that he was doing to her, I watched firsthand him do to her. The people that attacked her didn't even want to hear nothing she had to say because they wanted to believe him. But even though she has paperwork showing the truth, which is kind of crazy to me, I mean, he put her through a lot. And again, there's always two sides to the story than the truth. And he is welcome to come up here. Anybody is welcome to come up here. I do believe there was a creator that was helping him with his court case when it came to you, Luna. And you say he never shows up for any of these court cases?
Mm-mm.
Not one yet?
No, it's always funny how these lawyers he finds just suddenly have to leave the case and just know enough to keep filing motions to delay and delay and delay.
If y'all are trying to come up, just let my mods know in the comment section. They'll let you up with no problem. We ain't got too much longer. I don't want to go into too long of overtime. If there's any questions from anybody, Trina, you got any questions? I see Susu drop. Everybody else drop down or whatever. Anybody got any questions? He said no questions. That's a first. Trina always got questions. But again, this has been a long, ongoing story. I do hope, Luna, you get some type of resolution to this for you and him, to be honest with you. Because again, I left Mr. Jones back there in the past with all his stuff that he had going on, but I want to make sure you do get an opportunity to speak, because I know you've been trying to speak for years now, and just to be heard.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
But
We appreciate it.
no problem, Luna. You know I got you. No problem whatsoever. But I'm gonna go ahead, y'all. Listen, 9:00. It's about time for me to get out of here. I definitely want everybody to make sure y'all follow Bella's, because we will be at court tomorrow, because y'all know it's Sunday. It's about to get crazy again. Luna, I thank you for coming up. Miss Queen, I thank you for coming up. Trina, Bella, everybody that came up, everybody that sent gifts. Hold on, there's somebody knocking at the door. Y'all probably mistakenly doing that. But I appreciate everybody that came up, everybody that sent their gift, joined the team. Y'all know, I gotta say this again. I'm only live on Saturdays starting at 5:00. Okay, that is my new time. Y'all won't see me during the week. You might see me running the streets, taking my notes and everything. Miss Jessie, do you mean to come up before we end this live? Like I said, if you wanted to come up, I'll do a little bit of overtime, but I'm not gonna be on here much longer. All right. So Luna, appreciate you. You know, you're always welcome over on the platform if you ever wanted to come in, chill, hang out with us. Miss Queen, nice to meet you. I already followed you. I wanted to check out your
I followed
content
you
and what
back.
you had going on with Mr. Jones, so I can store it away for my own information. I appreciate everybody that came through. Y'all could have been anywhere else in the world, but y'all chose to be here with us today. I see Hippie, you came in here kind of on 1,000. I ain't got no problem with you, Hippie. I don't think you a scammer. All right, I don't think you're a scammer. I was just pointing out some things that were going on with your box battle that, you know, just bring them some questions. That's all. But y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evening. I'll see y'all tomorrow during court. Good night, everybody. Good night, Luna. Good night, Miss Queen.
Check me for right now. It does check me for right now, okay? And let me show you other function. Is the body tracking. See the body tracking one. Now it's tracking my whole body part now. See, I can spin around. See, I can spin around here. It does track me now. Did you see that? I can spin around. I can run to the right side, run to the left side here. You see, I can spin around. Face tracking and body tracking is tracking my whole body part now. Do you see that? It's tracking my whole body part when I run. Go to the right side, left side here. See, it does track me now. See, it does track me now. Right and the left here. Yeah, it's very good for some sport content, golf content, basketball content. I'm sad I can't figure this out. Yeah, let me know what's wrong. Let me know what's wrong, honey. No problem. You can ask me. Like how you cannot figure it out? Tell me, honey. Don't worry, I'll help you. Like, what's your question, honey? Fancy? Okay, thank you for joining here, guys. 224 days for the shipping time, and we'll have a 30 days for return policy for you. Once you receive the item, if you like it, you can keep it. If you don't like it, what's your question, Jill? Honey, Fancy? This is the item number 2. Okay, go to your shopping bag fancy mode. I don't know what's your question, but I think you cannot find it, right? Your shopping bag item number 2. This is number 2. You can click the buy button. Click the buy button, and here you can see item number 2. The say option 2 and option 4 come with a light. This one come with a light. Option 2, you can see no light. You can see. Is it clear? Is it clear, honey? Okay. If you have any question, let me know in the comment section. Okay, 224 days for the shipping, and I will have a 30 days for return policy for you. Can go right and then go left here. Can spin around. Hold on. Thank you for the sharing. Thank you so much for the joining here, guys. Any question, let me know in the comment section. I will help you. I will help you, everybody. Thank you so much. See you right and the left here. It does follow me now. It does follow me now, okay? This is our item number 1, okay? This is the item number 1, number 2, and the number 3. Yeah, different item. Item number 1, number 2, and the number 3. Choose the one you want, okay? Choose the one you want. If you have any question, let me know in the comment section. See, go right, go left.